Yeah. So until the 11 days. Until 11. Okay. Until 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to know like which maybe you don't have to answer or everybody have to answer maybe one like all the three bad example of IP and the good example of IP. Be honest. Normally in your life, in the ministry and whatever in the family, which one do you tend to use the most? The last one. Wow.
But more fun. But for the first three one, like for the first three, it's very funny. But for this one, not fun. But it have.
Okay. She call like the first battery example, but it's not. She like it for fun, okay? But for helping people, no, you don't do that, right? Yeah. And then who like? How about you guys? Like, which one you tend to use the most in your daily life?
Out of the three bad examples?
All the four.
Okay.
That's why I said be honest to say.
Okay, frankly speaking, when I was young in ministry, I do three. Cook, collapse, and carry until I'm nearly burned out, give up. Yeah, but I'm keeping thinking I find a way, the right way.
Wow. How long you been practicing it for the last one, the number 4?
Just maybe since I finished CWR, I understand.
So 1 or 2 years.
No, 5 years.
5 years now. Okay. Okay.
The bad three, I normally practice it almost every day. And but for the IP, I think I used to, but it's not like rally. So I will learn how to use it from today.
Okay, Chowan, thank you for being honest. Okay, so we all on the journey of learning. Yeah. Who else?
For me, I do the bad things mostly. I know the IP, but emotionally and in the moment, I tend to do all the other bad things. Probably care. I actually do less of the collapse now as I'm older because I think there is some. I feel like I have learned to not carry other people's burdens, but it annoys me when they don't solve their problems. Like I think I shared with my group that I jump to the response, the respond bit. Why aren't you doing it? Like, okay, you have the example I gave Sarah was my broken car. I don't have a car, but imagine if I had a broken moto and then somebody comes to me and says, somebody has a broken moto, but they just leave it in the front yard and they never fix it. It drives me nuts. Why don't they fix their problem? Yeah. So the IP, I feel like IP is challenging because I can't fix the problem. Because your job is not to fix the problem for somebody else. Although my personality is that I want to fix it. I'm the mechanic.
Okay. Fixing things.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Bon. Thank you for being honest.
I actually had this happen to me. I'm not a good counselor, but
Don't say that anymore.
okay. But in my past, I tried to counsel this brother, and then this is exactly what he said. He said, Pastor, I came to you and told you that I'm having a hard time. I said, oh, let's see if you could swim in the water. I pushed him to the water, and I found out, oh, he cannot swim. And that's how he feels. I told you my problem. He said, here, you could do, and then push him in the water. See if you could swim by yourself. So I didn't go. Yeah, I kicked him into the water, not push.
Literally.
So yeah,
No, he doesn't use.
he feels like, and so he was so discouraged. He said, you know, I told you I cannot do this on my own, and you told me to just do it and see if you fail. And he failed, and I let him know, I think you failed.
Pastor share from the real story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think Pastor needs to repent.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and Pastor, thank you for being honest. This is how
He
life.
drowned.
Yeah. That's why we said that.
But he cries in the room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we are on the process of learning and also transforming. So I think we all not perfect, right? We are people helper, or we are walking alongside people. Like we are learning. Like so many times, if you ask me how I hurt people, you ask them, they might say she hurt me. Even though I didn't intend to hurt them, but they don't really feel that. They don't feel like I am really like, I don't feel love. You said you love me, but the way you act, even though I said, no, I want to be a better person. That's why I do this job, you know. But, like sometimes we overhave, but the person who received didn't feel that it is.
I think the point with the IP, the invitational posture that we're supposed to have is that it doesn't mean that you don't gently push them. It means you are guiding them.
Yeah.
Like with the hand, you are slightly guiding them. You're not just like, oh, here,
What? Yeah.
you could do it on your own. It's not like that.
Yeah.
So but at the same time, you have a hand firmly on their back. So when they are in trouble, you're there. Or that they need help, you are there. But definitely guidance is necessary.
Yeah, and very gentle, right? You have a good question. You ask them if you do that for this risk, very very invitational, but with the guidance, with love and respect and choices. That's why we talk about being with respect and offering choices. And if you see that they really in danger, you said, oh, it's okay, you can do whatever you want. No, I don't think this is really a good helper, right? If you see this is really in danger, you activate in emergency. If you see one of your disciples going to the wrong doctrine, go to Jehovah Witness, and oh, it's okay, you can go. No, for me, I will stop the person. So it's really different. It's contact, not everything. You always agree, but you think it is really danger for the person, you can act it out. I give you the example of your disciple go to the car group, and you say it's okay. I respect your decision. No, I'm gonna stop them. Okay, so it depends on the situation too. But yeah, it's a good reminder that we have to be very invitational, gentle, and just to let the person know that you are there to help them. There to help them, not to hurt them or to harm them. Yes, go ahead.
Related to one night, she shared about his wife to when it's come to problem, and she don't like to fix their problem. So I meet that kind of situations, and I find myself so like her. It's not my skill to fix that problem, and I want to know how could we help them. We want to help them, but it's not our skill. It's not our for example, I cannot fix the motorbike because I'm not a motorbike fixer. So what kind of solution that we can offer?
Yeah, that's why we learned about pyramid yesterday. Yeah, you can refer them to the right person. If my client need to see a psychiatrist, I said no, don't go. Her situation, she have to see the psychiatrist. Why I have to hold her back. That's why pyramid is also part of this. You know who is the expert. Of course,
So we
refer them
to the.
If you can't help, but if you can't help, you can help. But I think that the whole right now what we're learning is the skill. It's not something we learn later. This is what we're learning. So
we're learning about, in the next session, it's going to be active listening skill. So how do you really know how to listen well? And so all throughout this week, we're going to learn those skills. Yeah. And then in October, we're going to learn more skills. So October, this one is more foundational. So we're learning about good posture. How do we connect? How do we understand? But next part B, it's going to be more on skills, like how to do it.
Can I add? I think when you know that you can't help somebody, because I'm a fixer, I like to fix things, and I think I fix things better than other people. But
You bake better than other people.
not, but at the same time, I have to recognize, and we all do, and we can help them to some point, but we need the community of people. So we can, at any point, we shouldn't be helping people by ourselves. I mean, living wholeness as a team of people, and even in Oasis House, we have a team. And so when you are working with people, or even just your friends, right? Your friend, you're not the only friend, and you can't be the only friend for that person. And so often people's problems, they want to come to you, but you carry that a lot. You see it in your skit, right? But you're not the only one. And the pyramid shows that ultimately God is the only one who can carry by themselves, and we need each other to help that one person.
Can I share my true story? A couple of months ago, one of my church members, she has a big problem. It is overwhelmed for me. I cannot help her, so I pass it on to the team.
Okay, I didn't think that.
It works.
So delegation.
Yeah, it like beyond her capacity. So she refer to somebody.
But even in the transferring, we also need to be respectful, gentle, and kind. Because, at times, that person might feel like you are abandoning them.
Yeah.
So the communication must be clear. That you still be there, but that you reach your limit. Yeah. And it's okay. It's okay.
With you, right?
Like
I'm with
you. I'm with you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I think we run out of time. Sorry.
No, I just.
Okay.
We're gonna have more chance.
Yeah, more chance. So I think we're gonna have a group discussion. But before we go to group discussion, I just leave something like Pastor Tiffany mentioned about active listening. This is the next session about. I think more on that, more on active listening. But what I'm gonna let you know is like what is the cultural appropriate like in connecting people, like how you connect with people, like in terms of eyes contacts, in terms of body posture, in terms of non-verbal behavior. I think we can discuss this. I don't wanna just to share this from my experience, but maybe we can really find out together like how people approach one another. Like Cambodian say, I don't need people. Or plus the people who are really gone through a tough time or they gone through a trust issue, they don't really approach people easily. So like we can discuss about it. Like how can we can walk with people. I want to walk with people, but this person is not really open for me to walk with. So in terms of like like personal experience or in terms of like what you've gone through, we can come up with an ideas like maybe we can discuss on that, like what is appropriate. And when we talk about eye contact, like I just only learned the eye contacts when I graduated from college. You see, it's been a long time. When I was in high school, when I look at my teacher, I just it doesn't mean I get scared, but I feel like I don't. If I look straight to him, I feel like disrespect. So we can talk more on this during the discussion, like in terms of culturally, like what is the appropriate and inappropriate way of connect with people, like you mentioned about activities when you are with somebody. What is the proper posture, and we need to know about the non-verbal, like like what they don't say, but non-verbal behavior they don't say, but you can really understand. So That's why we can discuss on this, right?
Well, I'm not supposed to. It's like the idea.
Yeah, so we can. I gonna break like what group? Like the same group?
Yes, so we're gonna break up into your T group, but we're not gonna go into our room. Just stay in your small area. Terry, you need to come and